Hello and welcome to the Kitchen Counter Series. I'm your host Brian Chapp with the Tech Recipes. With me today is Vivian Chang, the VP of Growth at the Clorox Company. Before we get started, I just wanted to thank all of our sponsors for supporting us as we launch this series. When we were working together as we were kind of building out the Nutrinex brand within the Clorox group or the Clorox Company, one of the challenges I think that Clorox or any company has, right, is understanding how do you account for both that awareness message while driving sales.
So yes, there's sales, but we know that there are certain channels, display, which is a lot of what we worked with, video, even social to some extent, that is going to have a long-term halo effect. And we might be able to see that in retrospect, but we won't be able to see it now. There's a lot of studies out there. I've seen it in multiple different companies and brands that I've worked on where the more touch points you put in front of a single consumer, the more you're able to influence their purchase decision, whether it's online or offline. Digital transformation is really to get to the speed and to have that two-way communication with each of your consumers. And I think underlying that is getting control of data, owning the data, and actually have it influence every step of the process, whether it's how do we think about supply chain getting to a marketing campaign and delivering on the experience, customer service, how do we link all of those things together so that they live in a digital world, can be activated much more quickly than previous. I think underlying successful digital transformation is actually changing ways of working faster to activate on the data, being more comfortable in the gray and ambiguity, open to testing. Like those are core tenets of digital transformation. I think that will last for the long term.
I just want to thank Vivian for taking the time out of her day to join us. Before we end, here are some actionable insights that you can apply to your brand. Make sure that you're putting your consumer first, regardless of whatever you're doing. And if you can put that consumer first, the rest should also fall into place. Make sure you're also accounting for a measurement framework prior to making any big decisions. And then as you're thinking about what digital transformation means to you, make sure you have that core stakeholder group in place and aligned, because what you're really talking about doing is a company shift into the ways of working and how you communicate with one another using consumer insight and data at the core.
Yeah, you said it better than I ever could.